Okay.
The banana island, home to the treasure of the lavender lake.
Not much of a scenery, is it? Unless you like banana trees, which I don't.
Land ho! Hey, careful with that thing, Annie. Sorry, Lucinda. I always get carried away on these treasure hunts. All that sea air, I guess.
And as for land ho, that's what you say from a ship at sea when you spot land far off. It isn't what you say when you actually arrive.
You're right. What do you say when you've traveled a long way to a deserted island and you finally arrived?
When do we leave?
Merely.
Never mind that. The important thing is we're here. You've done it, Annie girl, and I'm proud of you. 5 months at sea.
5 months.
Raging storms nearly every day.
Raging storms.
Nothing to eat but seaweed, sawdust, and those little fish in the funny cans.
Sardines.
But it was all worth it. I'm finally going to get my hands on the treasure of the lavender lake, and here's my ticket to the booty.
I've never seen a map cut in such a strange shape. Too bad the map maker didn't have a better pair of scissors.
You're sure this is the map of the banana island and the treasure of the lavender lady?
Lucinda, but how long have we known each other?
Since we were little girls together at the school for H&G.
Have I ever steered you wrong?
Yes.
When?
Once. Around the coast of Spain.
Oh. Well, we all make mistakes. You've got to trust me.
Oh, I trust you, Annie girl. It's those map makers with wild imaginations I don't trust. But if you're sure this map is completely accurate,
It was a gift to me many years ago by 2 very experienced pirates.
good enough for me. You'll find your treasure, Annie Bonnie, and become a famous woman for doing it.
That's right. I would become famous, wouldn't I? They might even build a statue to honor me or give me a parade.
As for you, cheer up. I told Annie I thought you should come along on this trip. It would do you good to get away from the office. And that weird family of yours. It's high time you saw a real ship where real pirates search for real treasure. Stop being such a grouch.
I'm not a grouch. It's just some people were born for travel on the high seas, hair-raising adventures, and death-defying thrills. I am not one of those people.
The treasure of the lavender lady missing all these years. Who knows what it is? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Spiders, lizards, centipedes.
What? Where?
Oh, it's only Rick-Rack. I think she's been exploring the island again.
Annie, you have no idea what an amazing place we've come to. The biological diversity is remarkable. Hello, Lucinda. I discovered 5 new species of beetle in the last 10 minutes. How you doing, Marilee? And I'm going to write a paper on the social habits of the hornback centipede, then send it in to the Royal Scientific Society. This could be my ticket into a membership at the Academy of Biology. You don't happen to have a pencil sharpener, do you?
Silly me, I never thought to pack one.
Never mind. I could always use the saliva of the blue-throated lilybug. It makes a particularly attractive green ink for writing.
I could have lived my entire life quite happily without learning that.
And did I tell you about the man-eating moths?
Rick-Rack, you've got a good scientific mind.
Well, I should think so.
Based off what you've seen around the island, would you say it's been inhabited in the past, I don't know, 20 years?
People living here? There's no sign of it.
Maybe the moths got them.
Is this it? Your treasure map?
The very one.
Annie's convinced the treasure of the lavender lady is buried right here on this island.
If no one's been here since it's been buried, then that means no one else knows about it. Or no one else has a map, which makes my chances of finding it all the better.
It's a strange-looking map. Are you sure if we said that it's missing or something?
You wouldn't know a genuine treasure map if it jumped up and bit you, so there.
Don't take offense, Annie. Rick-Rack isn't your typical pirate.
She isn't your typical anything.
I've been pirating nearly as long as you, Annie Bonnie, and I serve an important function on these trips. Every pirate ship deserves a resident scientist.
Well, there's nothing wrong with this map.
Of course there isn't.
If you say so. Getting back to my business, you might be interested to know that while I was on the east side of the island observing a species of philandering philodendron, an enormous purple parrot swooped down from the sky. So I turned to Pegleg Patty and said,
Pegleg?
Patty?
Where is she this time?
You know, I'm not sure. She was with me not 3 minutes ago, swinging her crutch and singing the 14th verse of Artful
peg like Patty.
I just hope we can keep her off the grape soda. You know how she gets after a dip or two. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. So please bring my body to me. Oh, for you, Annie. Aw, thanks.
Don't mention it. Hello there, mateys. How's the treasure hunting?
This morning, there were 14 bottles of grape soda on board.
And 12 and a half more so where they were this morning. I saw that.
How very kind of you.
Don't mention it. My body lies over.
Maybe it's time we started looking for the treasure.
Have an idea, matey. Got a map?
Right here.
I think the south end of the island is a good place to start. Less vegetation to hack through over there.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
Let's go, girls.
My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea.
What? She's not going to be with us the entire trip, is she?
She drives me bats too, but I'm afraid she's right. It is pretty useful to have ship scientists around, even a half-baked one.
What? No, I don't mean Rick Rack. I mean the other one. Head Patty.
Peppa, she's harmless. Can't sing for sour apples and gets a little too thirsty at times, but there's nothing really wrong with her.
Nothing wrong. What about her name, Peg Leg Patty? She has 2 perfectly normal legs. Everyone can see that.
Merely, I know Patty really doesn't have a peg leg, and you know she really doesn't have a peg leg, but if Patty likes to think she has one, who are we to destroy her fun?
I could be back at home right now, wearing green eye shade and balancing account books.
I know. So aren't you glad you came?
There's a bat-eared lizard right up this very path.
Land ho!
The Banana Islands, we're here at last. Let me tell you, Aloysius, I have waited years for this moment. The treasure of the Lavender Lady will soon be mine, all mine.
And not a moment too soon. You need money. Seems to on payroll for every man on this ship. Everyone's itching to get paid. Especially cranberries. There's nothing funny about financial ruin, kid. Believe me.
Oh, it wasn't that. It was the idea of cranberries itching to get paid.
Oh! I made a joke, didn't I? I said something witty. You should write that down.
Might as well. May never happen again.
Cranberries, itching. Now, getting back to the money matters. The grade's behind from that supply bar in Jamaica. Not to mention that outstanding bill for our last seaboard to St. Pierre. What a miserable mess that turned out to be.
All in the past, Aloysius, all in the past. With this treasure, we'll soon have money to burn, and here's how I'm going to find it.
I've never understood the treasure map business. All these funny squiggles and signs, and you have to guess at me. Why can't they just say, I buried the treasure under a rock next to a lilac bush? Have at it.
Because treasure maps are tradition. You can't go fooling around with tradition. Plus, this was the last thing my parents gave to me, right before they died.
Why didn't you just ask them exactly where they buried it?
Because I didn't do much talking as a baby, did you?
Sorry, God. I thought you were a baby orphan.
Well, I'm an orphan who's about to be rich. Where is everyone anyway? What kind of pirate crew is this? They're never here when I need them. Cranberries, cranberries!
Hardscrabble? What not?
Cranberries, where are you?
What not? Hardscrabble? What not? Ow!
Yep, that's me. But my middle name's Herschel. Not ouch.
Your name will be money if you don't shape up. Where have you been?
Exploring the island with Hardscrabble. He's marking off land for some development deal he wants to make.
Marking off land?
Development deal?
You heard right, my friends. See me today and get in on the Hardscrabble community of the Isles. Luxurious condominiums for the vacationer with style and taste.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Neither do I. But it sure sounds good.
I'm talking about real estate. Folks will pay a pretty penny for a weekend by the sea, and if there's anything this banana island has, it's plenty of sea.
I see.
Just picture this little island covered in condos, shopping centers, parking lots.
Double car garages?
We can even plant palm palm trees to give it that sea island look.
It is a sea island.
It has palm trees.
It won't by the time I'm through building.
Boy, isn't it great? Hardscrabble sure can come up with the ideas. I've already got $5 into this deal. Once I get my share of the treasure, I'm going to put up more. What about you, Al?
Let me see, $5.
Hold on a second. We don't even have the treasure, or am I the only one who remembers that?
Gee, Captain, don't get all sore at us. It's just that Hardscrabble had this really good idea, and since I never really had one, the whole thing seemed kind of exciting.
Let's try and get excited about this treasure, shall we? Now, as I see it, we must be right about here. And the treasure could be right about anywhere. Which is why I hired all of you to help me look for it, not to scout for real estate. Have I made myself clear?
Certainly.
Right.
You got it.
Good. Now, does anyone have any idea on where we should start?
No.
No.
That's what I thought. All right. I propose that we divide up the island for the purpose of our search. Each man will be responsible for his own area. Aloysius and I will take this area where these rocks are currently located.
An excellent suggestion. Why not? Why not?
Oh. I can check out this place where those coconut trees are standing. Hardscrabble says I've got to hit like a coconut anyways.
I'll take the shoreline area over there where we spotted those parrots.
I'll take any place as long as it doesn't have poison ivy.
Cranberries? Captain Kid, I was talking to you and your... Never mind, where you been?
I was on the ship looking for my allergy medicine. I put it on the bunk above my bed. Has anyone seen it?
Was it in a little blue bottle?
Yeah.
With the gold band around the top with the drawing of the drawing of a crown?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't wonder it tasted so awful.
You ate it? You ate my allergy medicine?
Oh.
Just a minute here, just a minute. I didn't eat all of it. I used some of it to plug the hole in my butt.
How far behind am I on payroll?
Let me see. 5 weeks.
Good, that's just what they deserve. What are you waiting for? Start looking for the treasure.
Yes, Captain.
My one true chance to find the treasure of the Lavender Lady, and I'm surrounded by a crew of nitwits and nincompoops. All of them. Thank goodness I'm a decent pirate.
Captain,
What is it now?
you forgot the treasure map.
I knew that. Don't think I didn't know that. Oh my goodness! I have to stop. I have to rest. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's this heat. All this heat everywhere, every day. I told him not to send me on this mission because I couldn't take the heat. Would they listen to me? I should have told him off prim and proper, yes. Now you see here, Mr. King, I'm not just anybody. I am Lady Reagan Wilhelmina Ford, secret agent to our government for 30 years now. Not a single day off, not one mistake made, but if there's one thing I can't take, it's heat. So without further ado, I think you should find someone else for this Banana Island job. And let me tell you, Your Majesty, whew, I'd say that to the king. Well, it's a good thing I didn't. I suppose tomorrow to return cold, dark, rainy. That's something to look forward to. But in the meantime, I best better get to work. I hope I have everything I need. All right. Got my proclamation. Okay. Pictures. I suppose none of these are to a very good likeness. And where is that map? Oh, here it is. Okay. I can't even see it. I can't even read it. Someone took my glasses. Someone took my glasses. Someone took my... Oh, here they are. All right. Banana Island. That's where I am in the middle of all this blue stuff. You ocean, that is. I best better get started now. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner I can head back home. But believe me, they should have started this job a long time ago before all this pirating began, because pirates have the annoying tendency to sell off the hot deserted islands. And I hate heat!
My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea.
How can a person sing for this long? Where does she get the energy?
She can go on and on for hours, if you let her.
All day and all night.
If you let her.
Usually, we don't let her.
How can she be stopped?
Food.
My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea.
Annie Pegleg.
Say now. Thanks, Annie, girl. You're the best.
Well, so far things don't look too promising, Annie. Do you really think we'll find some clue that shows we're on the right track?
That's generally the way it's done. I remember years ago when I was searching the tuna fish aisles for the treasure of the poison pearls. We combed the island for hours, and when we turned over a rock, there was the first clue.
And what was it?
A message.
And what did it say?
Look in the old clocks by the stairs.
And did you?
Well, I would have, except for the rest of this thing was set of stairs on the whole island.
Not to mention clocks.
But you gotta admit, it was a mighty fine clue.
Those were the days, weren't they, Pegleg?
The best, Annie, girl, the best. You know, matey, you'd make the makings of a right good pirate yet if you just get into the spirit of things.
I'm not interested in being a pirate at all. And my name is Marilee, not Matey.
Then how'd you end up on Amy's crew?
Lucinda talked me into it. She said it was by time I saw what a real ship was like after years of making them.
By thunder, you're a ship maker?
Yeah, but not the kind you sell, unless you can find a way to squeeze into a bottle.
The only bottle I've ever been into had great soda in it.
It's my family business. My grandfather got the idea years ago. We make those little ships you see inside the bottles.
And that's where your name comes from. Marilee Bottle.
No, it's the other way around. Our last name is Bottle, so that's what you decided to put the ships into. If our last name had been Box or even Bag, things might have turned out very differently.
Guess there's nothing to be done then but keep looking. I wonder what's become of Rick Rack.
Oh, I'm sure she's off somewhere doing something truly important, like observing tree moths.
She means well for the most part, and it's not as if you've never done anything silly.
I take my pirating very seriously, Lucinda.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about all those years we spent together at the school for HMG.
I was a scholar.
You were a goof-off. Remember that time you put sneezing powder in all the teachers' teacups? Set every clock in school to a different hour? Knotted those bed sheets, tied the cloth around your waist?
And ran myself up the flagpole.
Miss Anne Fremont, school for HMG, class of 46.
What does HMG stand for anyway?
Hopelessly mischievous girls. I can't believe they refused to graduate me.
Slow me down, it's Rick Rack.
A profitable day, a very profitable day. I'm onto something big.
How big?
Well, I was standing under a freckled fig tree, trying to figure out why these bamboozle birds made a square nest instead of a round one. Because you just don't see that sort of thing every day, you know? Anyways, I was thinking, and then it hit me.
What did?
This! And there's a message carved into it.
Blimey, what's it say?
Continue your search at the bottom of the rolling rocks.
That's it! That's the first clue! The rolling rocks must be those huge boulders we saw along the shoreline when we first landed here.
Let's go, girls!
Wait! I also found this. I'm afraid this wasn't left here 20 years ago, or even 5. The label hasn't had time to fade in the sunlight, and the seal's been broken recently.
Peacock & Company's best allergy medicine. Good for all that itches, wherever it itches. It's empty.
There's someone else on the island.
What do we do, Annie? We move as quickly as we can. They may be looking for the treasure of the Lavender Lane too. We've got to get there first. Come on!
going hungry around here. There are so many people here. They should put up a traffic light just to preserve order. Let me take a look at my notes. All right. Okay. Ah, here it is. Clear evidence of one pirate crew on the south side of the island. Proof. But a banana peel. And some idiot who keeps singing My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Then about 15 minutes later, more evidence of another pirate crew in the north side of the island. Proof. More footprints. And then a past due bill for stuff purchased in Jamaica. And then found this. A miserable guy who could be heard sneezing everywhere he goes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. So, two pirate bands both on the same island looking for the treasure of the lavender lady. Which means only one thing. The search for what I'm looking for just got easier. And I wonder what they would think if I got to the treasure before either pirate crew did. Oh no! For heaven's sakes! How did I get back into this?
Continue on to the bottom of the bending palm. This is it, Aloysius. This must be the second clue, I'm sure of it.
Good. Here I come with that last two rolling rocks. Had rolling rocks in their head. I'll be lucky on a broken ankle from climbing over all of those boulders.
Well, it got us the second clue, and that's all that counts.
Cranberries is right. Nothing is more important than the treasure.
Well, that's pretty good to say. Nothing wrong with your ankle.
That's right. I've never had a single problem with my ankle.
Is there anything you aren't allergic to?
Yeah, ice cubes.
I know we're on our way, Aloysius. This clue fits perfectly with the treasure map. Come on, this must be the rolling rocks mentioned in clue number 1.
It looks more like a mustache.
Far left.
And here, continue your search on to the bending palms. These must be two palm trees bending towards each other.
It looks more like a rocking chair.
On a train wreck of two coal cars with one coal car split in the middle and a lot of coal spilling over.
No! It's a pair of palm trees, right, gentlemen?
Hey there, how's it going, you guys? I checked out those coconut trees out there. Gee, I just remembered. I've got to book over to the Pacific Islands. I'm running back right away. I made it, Cranberries!
You can't even read!
I can read pictures!
Knock it off! Could we please try and focus on what's important? I would like to find the treasure sometime in this century.
Sorry, Captain.
Sorry, Captain.
Well, I should hope so. Now, Aloysius and I found the first clue, which led us to the second.
I found that.
Which we hope will lead to the third. How many clues are there?
3 and only 3. It's a long-standing pirate rule. Once you find all 3 clues, you're sure to find the treasure. Kid, hard scrabble. The least you can do is call me Captain, kid. I am the leader of this crew.
Right,
But let
Captain,
me tell you, many a time I wish I had a more dignified name like Wadsworth, Chesterfield, Jonesy. Of course, no one takes you seriously when your name is Kid. Too babyish.
Captain. Well, what is it? There's someone else on the island.
Impossible.
Who?
Some woman who talks to herself and wears a fishnet over her head.
Nonsense.
It's the absolute truth. I was over on the east side of the island drawing up plans for where I want to build an amusement park. Believe me, this is the best development deal yet. For just a few
Hard
dollars down.
scrabble.
And then this woman stumbles out of the bush as big as life, talking about
about how the search for what she's looking for just got easier?
He's here for the treasure.
We can't let her get it!
Mom, can you please focus on the treasure?
Gee, that old woman doesn't just talk to her still. She answers herself too.
That doesn't sound like the woman I saw. That sounds like...
Girls!
Hide yourselves, men, quickly!
What are you talking about, girl?
Glory be, you've done it, anyone. You've really and truly done it.
You're a pirate to end all pirates, matey. You'll go down in history for this.
I have to admit, this is kind of an exciting moment.
Congratulations!
Thank you. The third and final clue to the treasure of the Lavender Lake. With this clue in our mouth, the treasure will soon be ours.
Bravo, bravo.
Let me just say that I couldn't possibly have done it without some of you. And for that, I give some of you my heartiest thanks.
Oh, it was nothing.
In your case, it certainly was.
How soon do you think we'll find the treasure?
It seems to me this clue puts the treasure just over the green sandfield right here, which is an easy walk from where we are now. Sure, I hope there isn't much digging involved. Not digging always gets me thirsty.
Don't worry, Seneca. If there's any digging to do, the rest of us will handle it. You just sit and watch and sing.
Thanks, Merrily. You'll make a right good pirate yet. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
I hope there's something really unusual in this treasure. You don't know anything about pirates, do you?
Only that they left it to me when I was just a baby. I don't know why they thought I should have it. Maybe I showed promise as a future pirate even then.
Well, maybe they knew you'd be orphaned and wanted to help provide for you when you grew up.
Well, I'm an orphan who's about to be rich. Who's ready to go claim that treasure? Let's go!
Drat. Drat. Double drat.
We're in terrible trouble.
Yeah, those girls dance a lot better than we do.
How could this possibly have happened, Captain? You got that treasure map since you were a baby. How could you have the very same map?
Yeah, and how come they've already found the third clue? You've only found your second.
I guess they're just a lot smarter than we are.
Would you please just be quiet? My answer to all your questions is, I don't know. But that still doesn't mean that we still can't get the treasure for ourselves.
Yes. You can buy it from them. If you have the money.
We don't need the money. We don't even need the third clue. All we need is a shortcut to these 3 sandhills where the treasure is apparently located. Hard scrabble.
Yes, Captain?
You've been all over this island, correct?
Yes, Captain.
Charting it for that full real estate venture of yours.
Yes.
Would you happen to have a shortcut to get to these 3 sandhills ahead of the Bonnie crew?
I think so, but
We'll have to move fast. Come on, guys.
Captain. Maybe just admit you've been out pirated. I mean, come on. Everyone's heard of Bonnie. One of the best.
Nonsense. If she really was one of the best, she wouldn't have allowed us to eavesdrop on her plans. You wouldn't find someone hiding in the bushes on the Great Pirate.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Expect people to act like babbling idiots and you'll never be disappointed. Well, 2 pirate bands, both on the same island, both with the same map, and looking for the treasure of the Lavender Lake. And led by none other than Anne Bonny and Captain Kidd. Yes, now I do see the resemblance. I found him at last in a particularly interesting moment. And won't they be interested in what I have to say?
We're almost there. Stay together. For heaven's sake, don't wander away to the dunes. We're right behind you, anybody.
let's go!
Hardscrabble, are you sure this is a shortcut?
Yes, I used it myself just 2 hours ago. Correct, wanted cranberries.
Yes?
Stop that scratch. Drive me back.
I've never seen anything like it before.
It's amazing. No. Yeah, please concentrate on the treasure.
Be sure to come take us with you.
How much farther do we have to go? Just be on the next time. I'm likely to carry a lighter sword. Oh.
Come on, if we keep going, we'll never catch up.
Barely.
Where did they lose us? I don't know. I'm not sure if we're still on the same island.
Where is everyone? I've run past this same miniature 6 times. Let's go, Teddy.
The treasure of the Lavender Lady. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
The day I've been dreaming of my whole entire life.
We'll be rich. Give us a tune, Pegleg.
My body.
Let's save the singing for later, shall we? We haven't even opened the treasure chest yet. There appears to be some kind of confounded lock on the lid. An old pirate precaution. Don't be alarmed. I've been in this spot before. All you have to do is
Hold it right there, Aunt Bonnie. That just happens to be our treasure.
Guys, I found you.
your treasure. And who are you? D.B. Hardscrabble, Esquire, first mate of the Captain Kidd pirate crew.
I'm Alex's Gobble. Name's what now?
I'm Cranberries.
Am I the only person here who remembers when guys had simple names like Kevin and Nick and Joe?
I'm Captain Kidd, and I'll thank you to unhand my treasure.
Well, la-dee-da. And how did you even know it was here?
That was easy. We didn't know where the treasure was. When we heard you say where the treasure was, heck, we decided to beat you to it before you realize what we've done.
Never mind, Kidd. I have the treasure map.
And what does this look like, a lace hanky? She's got the real treasure map, or my name isn't Lucinda Mutton.
Pegleg Patty.
Merrily Bottle.
Rip-rat. Just rip-rat. My parents never could afford a last name. This map was given to me when I was just a baby by 2 very experienced pirates, and since I'm the one who found the final clue, as we all know, I'm the one who rightfully deserves the treasure. Just as soon as I figure out how to open this confounded lock. Doggone it. There must be something in this map about a lock.
Well, if I can open it, will you admit that we're the ones who rightfully deserve the treasure?
It's your call, Nanny girl. You're the one who got us this far. Go ahead, Mr. Smarty Pants. Take your best shot.
Go to it, Captain. Think how much you need the money.
Are there any more details about my life you'd care to make public?
No, I'm good.
Good grief. Just a flick of the wrist and the treasure will be mine. Just a flick. Just a flick. Well, I've never been very mechanical. There has to be something in this map. Why, you...
No good.
rotten...
Scoundrel. Rather nice fit, don't you think? Too bad the map maker didn't have a better pair of scissors.
That's her. She's the one
come to have a part in the map?
I'd like to ask you the same question.
I was given this map when I was just a baby at the orphan's home.
And I was given this map when I was just a baby at the orphan's home.
Does anyone recognize a pattern here?
Ooh. They both used to be babies.
You silly goose! Not just any babies. All right, I'll start from the beginning. I think I have this written down. Oh, my note. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a very nice young couple, Mr. and Mrs. Lavender, who were very happy but very poor. So to make a living, they joined a pirate crew and sailed away to look for treasure. Treasure they found, but anxious to save it for their future, the Lavenders buried it on the Banana Island. Then they sailed home. Not long afterward, they had 2 children, a daughter and a son. Too poor to provide for them, they placed the pair in 2 different orphanages. But in order to give their offspring some chance of money and fame...
Did you say money?
Yeah. Not to mention an interesting career, they left each child with a third of the treasure map that would take them to the Banana Island. They hoped that by giving each child only a third of the map, it would help the kids find each other later in life. The final third part of the map they placed in a locked box at the Office of Official Secrets. Why, just to complicate matters, I guess. Some parents are like that. Not long after this, the Lavenders die. It's really too bad, but someone always kicks the bucket in one of these stories, and in this story it's them. If only they had lived, they would have learned that they were not really poor at all and hardly needed a pirate treasure, for they were heirs to a great fortune which the Bank of Brisbane was most anxious to pass on to them.
But where did all that fortune come from?
Never interrupt a lady who's in the middle of a good story.
Quite right. Now where was I?
The Lavenders are dead?
Ah, yes. With the Lavenders dead, the bank had to find out if they had any rightful heirs. The bank received permission to open the lockbox, and there they found information on the children. They also found baby portraits. Baby portraits. And a piece of the treasure map. Well, yours truly was hired by the bank to go and locate the long-lost children. All I had to go on was a hunch that by now each child would have set off to learn where their pirate treasures might lead. So here I am, here are the baby portraits, here's my story, and here are the maps. Now, does everyone understand?
Oh my God, are you done?
Sorry, mate. You lost me back at the Bank of Brisbane. You mean that Captain Kidd and I are...
The Lavender children.
Oh.
These touching family reunions always get to me!
So you see, you really do have the treasure after all, which you're going to have to share.
Excuse me, just 1 second. There's a reason we're all here on this island. You guys have seemed to have forgotten it.
Yes, the treasure. Who gets it?
I'd just like to know who's going to open it.
What about that third piece of map? There must have to be something on there about opening the lock.
You may well be right. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Look. Spin the lock to the right until you hear a slight click. Then spin it rapidly to the left, and then pull.
Leave it to me, Annie girl. I wasn't champion lockpicker at the school for H&G for nothing. I got this.
Oh, it's more than I ever dreamed it would be.
Diamonds and rubies and emeralds and a solid gold toothpick.
You can't have too many of those.
It's a silver tray. I might fussy for my taste.
I'll take it.
Merrily, Bob, will you change? This treasure belongs to Annie and her brother. Just grab anything you like.
Oh, I'm not. I think all of you should have it. Captain Kidd and I will have plenty of our own money when we get back to the Bank of Brisbane.
Annie is right. And thanks for all of your service to us, we would like to bestow upon you the treasure of the Lavender Lady. See that it is equally divided amongst all of you. Celebrate.
Wait. I'm not interested in the treasure.
You don't hear that sort of thing every day.
What's this about hardscrabble?
Since this island is uninhabited, and since your parents buried the treasure here, does that mean you two are the sole owners of this land?
I would think it does. Why?
Oh, that's what I want. Instead of my share of the treasure, I want title to the Banana Island.
Hardscrabble has a rather keen interest in real estate.
Well, I don't mind giving you title to the Banana Island under one condition. I want it understood that my ship scientist riffraff will be free to pursue whatever it is that interests her on this island.
Bugs, birds, creepy crawlies, that sort of thing.
As long as it's the amount of my condos and shopping centers.
Done.
Yes, well, I really hate to break up all this fun, but I'd really like to be getting back home. All this heat and nothing to eat but fried bananas. Oh, here. Here's an official proclamation from Her Majesty welcoming you back home. And there's also something in there about a country club.
Imagine that.
Well, we really should set sail right away.
My thoughts exactly. I'll go ready to ship.
Good luck to you, Lucinda. You're in charge of my crew now.
It won't be the same without you, Manny girl. Come on, let's all see them up at shore. The treasure can be divided up later.
Wait. I'll make a full inventory of the treasure contents. Then, we have the mean and size equally. Come on, all of us.
I like your way of doing business, Mr. Gobble.
Please, calm me down.
Lucinda, wait.
I'll see you later.
Tell Andy to send a message to my family. I've got some pretty good ideas on improving the bottling business.
You'll do.
Wait, your family makes bottles?
Indeed they do.
Even the little ones that have allergy medicine in it?
Allergy medicine? You mean the kind of stuff they make for people who can't stop scratching?
Yeah, that's the stuff.
There'd be a lot of money to be made in the little bit bottling business, wouldn't there?
Yeah, I buy those all the time.
And this Banana Island job is just the beginning. I've got a piece of land just north of here that's perfect for a community of luxury vacation.
Is that so? What are you going to call it?